The truth movement, as we know it, is nothing more than another form of politics. Now, you will see through the latest trans psyop, for example, big shills like Russian vids will use Hollywood type footage of Barack Obama and his blooper he made during that speech, which was nothing more than a political stunt. And it's now passed on to Russian vids who uses this to justify a lot of Hollywood celebrities being transgender. And it's just designed to corrupt your thinking, okay? The transgenders. They used to be lizard people and demons, and the list just goes on. All right, it's designed to keep them relevant. Shills like Jordan Maxwell and Mark Passio entertain this notion that there's psychopaths running the world, okay, which is nothing more than fear mongering because psychopaths only exist on CI Investigation Channel, and psychology is a complete hoax, as is every single psychiatric disorder, such as bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety. Okay, they're just ideas that are instilled into the human psyche to corrupt people's thinking, and they will go and read it, no different to reading horoscopes, and their normal thinking and emotions are then manipulated, and then they become plagued from it. Now, this goes into the dinosaurs, for example. You will see engineered propaganda about the Rothschilds lying about dinosaurs circulated on social media to make oil seem somewhat as of a rarity. All right, so it's just one big giant narrative that's leaked to cause outrage and infuriate people, and there's no solution to it. Okay, it's completely futile. It's designed to cause activism and anarchism and create controlled opposition to the state, meanwhile gaslighting people about being awake when they're not, because what they're coming across is simply all leaked, and it's designed for you to tell people about it and go and wake people up. And you only have to look at your life experiences to understand the consequences of it. People seemingly boast about falling out with friends and family, and they've been isolated, meanwhile thinking they're somewhat righteous for knowing things that they were intended to know about, because it's all there. Okay, so these big truth shills love to keep the world relevant, and in order to do that, they need to become more grotesque, and they need to morph into different type of like characters like the demons, the wizards, or trannies to remain relevant and capture your imagination and attention. Okay, it's nothing but bait, and this then distorts people's um, outlook on life. Okay, through what they've been indoctrinated to about the world. Okay, which only exists on television. It's when you turn the television off, um, it no longer exists anymore, and you only have real life and real conversations. Meanwhile, these people, the truthers, pride themselves on being realists when they are anything but. Okay, real life is when you look out the window, that's reality, and having normal conversations that can somewhat benefit you and are rewarding, not just poison your mind. The whole thing ties into the divide and conquer and the order out of chaos. and pushing this freedom of speech versus political correctness doctrine, which is just a contrived paradigm, okay? Make you think your freedom of speech is being taken away and you need to fight for it to create more opinionated people, make them think their opinion is in jeopardy. No different to the trans, okay? Masculinity and femininity are just stereotypes. So we're trying to turn men into women and women into men, and you need to fight to keep your divide and conquer policies and conditioning alive. That's simply all it is. And it's all very subjective. Okay, you look at flat earth and round earth, you're designed to talk about this stuff. There's documentaries on it on National Geographic Channel with 50 million views, and it's nothing new. It's as old as time, the flat earth idea, regardless if it's true, okay? It's not beneficial to your life in no way, shape or form. But the main point I wanted to get across was all this will ever be is a form of politics. This conversation that we're having right now is nothing more than a a form of politics, and people get it becomes an interest for people with too much time on their hands, and it's a dead cause and a dead end, regardless if oil's fake and electricity is free. Okay, you're never going to change it, so it's completely futile, and you're just going to get around angry for the rest of your life talking about flat earth. There was people trying to debunk flat earth in 2012. Now, you've come across this now and you think it's something new. Well, it's been around for a long time, so you have to weigh up whether you want to carry this forth in your life and continue to have these senseless discussions by design. And it's then you're then gaslit about being crazy. Okay, everyone thinks you're crazy because that's the effect that it was meant to have on you, and you're supposed to get mad about it when you simply just need to forget it all. Everything that you think you've learned and you've become aware of, because literally all of it has simply been leaked. Okay, and that's the reason why these truthers will keep luring you into the worldly stage and discussing the Beatles' gender and the Pope's gender and the royal family's gender, and continue to just poison your mind without um, getting to the actual bottom of it and exposing the whole entire thing for what it is, because it falls into religious indoctrination where and cult mentality where people are gaslit about being smart and being aware because they know things that other people don't, when they were intended to know, and both sides are always controlled.